All right, let's get this show started!
UFC feuds are nothing new, but the ongoing war of words between TRACY CORTEZ and AILIN PEREZ seems to have taken on a life of its own. The rivalry ignited last year at UFC Denver when PEREZ infamously mocked CORTEZ after a short notice loss to Rose Namajunas in the main event. PEREZ didn't stop there, also slamming CORTEZ for having to cut her hair to make weight for the bout. Fast forward to this week, and the tension between the two female fighters seems to have escalated even more so, with PEREZ calling TRACY trash. Now, TRACY CORTEZ has taken to social media, revealing that she had a chance encounter with PEREZ at the airport. According to CORTEZ, AILIN didn't stand by any of the shit she's been saying and instead tried to shake hands.
Just landed. Whew, running off of a little adrenaline right now because I ran into my best friend, the girl that I'm not gonna do it. And I was like, shake my hand. I was like, no. What the f? No que bien pinche. Boss, bitch, you're gonna do something. She didn't do shit. She tried to shake my hand. Pussy ass fucking bitch. I said, nah, if you're gonna say something, stick to it. Pinche. Look at that. She tried to shake my hand. I don't do shit for clout. I'm from the hood. If you're gonna talk shit, stand by it. Cause I'm standing 10 toes down. When I see you after this fight.
In response, PEREZ released a video of their confrontation in the elevator. She captioned the clip, "This is what happened this past week in UFC 311 with TRACY CORTEZ. While I was walking from the sauna to my hotel room during my weight cut, this crazy lady tried to fight me in the elevator full of people. She is so scared to fight me in the octagon, she has to try and jump me when I am focused on another fight and still couldn't break my focus. I just laugh and laugh. This is one of 3 times she tried to fight me during this past fight week."
4, 3. ¿Ya estás bien calladita?
¿Mande?
¿Y estás bien calladita?
¿Estás hablando conmigo? Ah, y sí, estoy enfocada en mi pelea. Enfocada en...
¿Qué dijiste? A ver, déjame, recuérdame.
¿Lo vi?
¿De qué? ¿Que te la iba a pelar? ¿Qué dijiste? ¡Habla! ¡Habla! No, deja que es mujercita para que hablar sola, es mujercita para que hable sola. ¡Habla! Te estás escondiendo, pinche morra sin vergüenza.
On Tuesday, the California State Athletic Commission released fight night weights for UFC 311's athletes. In an effort to curb extreme weight cuts, the commission tracks how much weight fighters gain between weigh-ins and fight night. Athletes who exceed a 10% increase in body weight are flagged and may be advised to change divisions. At UFC 311, 15 fighters broke the 10% threshold. Moicano hit the scale on Friday weighing in at 155 pounds, making championship weight, although shortly after he gained a whopping 26.8 pounds. Come fight night, Moicano weighed 181.8 pounds. Meanwhile, Islam Makhachev's weight fluctuations weren't massively different. After making the 155-pound cut on Friday, Islam weighed 178 pounds come Saturday night. The co-main event fighters also experienced notable weight fluctuations. Merab Dvalishvili weighed in at 134 pounds, just 1 pound under the championship limit of 135. By fight night, however, he had gained an impressive 22.8 pounds, bringing his total weight to 156.8. Umar hit the scale at exactly 135 pounds and replenished 21.8 pounds before fight night. Like Merab, they both fought weighing 156.8 pounds. Perhaps the biggest disparity in weight came in the middleweight bout that opened the main card, where Roinier de Ridder hit the scale at 184.5 pounds on Friday and then gained 27.5 pounds by Saturday. The former ONE champion weighed 212 pounds when he fought, while Kevin Holland only weighed 190.4 pounds after gaining just 6.9 pounds after the official weigh-in. Yuri Prochazka went from 204.5 to 208.2 pounds, only gaining 3.7 pounds. Armed with this knowledge, the previously discussed move to middleweight for Yuri makes a lot more sense. His opponent, Jamal Hill, went from weighing 205.5 on Friday to 221.8 pounds on fight night. Raoni Barcelos went from 135.5 to 158.2 pounds with a 22.7 pound gain. Peyton Talbot 135.5 to 158.2, also with a 22.7 pound gain. Jailton Almeida 235 to 232.2 pounds, actually losing 2.8 pounds. His opponent Sergey Spivak 233 to 234.2 pounds, which is a 1.2 pound gain. Grant Dawson 156 to 179.4 pounds, 23.4 pound gain. Diego Ferreira 156 to 173.2 pounds, 17.2 pound gain. AILIN PEREZ 135 to 152.2 pounds, it's a 17.2 pound gain. Carol Rosa 135.5 to 154 pounds, that's an 18.5 pound gain. Jake Shields has provided a positive update regarding the health of his good friend Nick Diaz. Recently, Nick was scheduled to return to compete against Vicente Luque, but the fight was pulled. Ever since, there have been plenty of question marks regarding what's next for Nick. His ex-girlfriend revealed that he's been struggling with some kind of drug addiction, and people close to him suggested that the legend's addicted to meth. Now, on a podcast appearance, Shields provided an update, saying he's doing a lot better. I'm not going to get into anything personal with him, but he had some stuff that's been going on for a little while. It's finally heading in the right direction. So I'm hopeful for Nick, because he's, like a brother to me, one of my best friends. But life is tough sometimes, ups and downs, things can happen. Nick was dealing with something and I think it's headed in the right direction. I haven't felt that way in a long time, but I finally feel a lot better with that situation. But we'll see, time will tell, because I'm so close to him, so it's painful to watch someone struggling with some things, but I think he's finally going to be better. Kevin Holland has responded to the backlash following his recent appearance on the JAXXON podcast. During the interview, things got heated between Kevin and Rampage after Holland acted disrespectfully toward the MMA legend. As a result, the MMA community turned on Holland for his disrespectful behavior. Now, a few days after his submission defeat at UFC 311, Kevin responded to the backlash, writing, look, I'm gonna do y'all a favor, I won't go on no more podcasts. Geesh. Followed up with, been pretty trash lately, gotta clean shit up. Alex Pereira has posted new training footage of him working on his wrestling in preparation for the Magomed Ankalaev fight, which is scheduled for UFC 313 on March 8th. Islam Makhachev has been a crown jewel for coach Javier Mendez, but even the UFC lightweight champion isn't immune to one of his coach's pet peeves. During a recent appearance on Submission Radio following UFC 311, the renowned AKA coach was asked about the possibility of Makhachev potentially moving up to compete at 185 someday. Coach expressed confidence in his fighter's ability to succeed at that weight class, even recalling memories of how Makhachev had handled heavyweights during training. However, he admitted that he's not exactly thrilled about the idea. You can watch the full interview on Submission Radio's YouTube channel, links available in today's video description.
185. How do you think he would match up with someone like, for example, the current champion Dricus du Plessis, for example?
Fantastic. You go fantastic. I've seen him go with heavyweights in the gym that are really good, and he's whooping on them. So, I don't like it, because when he's going with heavyweights, I go, what are you doing with heavyweights? You shouldn't be going with heavyweights. It was in Dagestan, and I said, hey. He goes, no, coach, it's okay. I go, no, it's not okay, because if those guys land one good shot on you, it can change everything.
Anthony Smith says he wants to compete in Power Slap. While most UFC fighters haven't been very supportive of the show, Smith has attempted to defend it, making the case for why it's a legitimate sport. Now, in an interview on the Ariel Helwani show, Smith revealed that he approached UFC offering to compete in Power Slap. However, UFC executive Hunter Campbell immediately shut down the idea, not even bringing it up to Dana White.
At least one Power Slap event.
Dude, I tried. They told me no.
Straight up. Even if you retire.
I asked Hunter. He told me no.
Why?
He wouldn't even bring it to Dana.
Damn.
I don't know. He said no.
I still don't understand why you're not a commentator for those. You actually genuinely love it.
I get it. I get it. I understand why.
Why?
I'm more analytical in my analysis and my commentating. And let's just be fair. There's not a whole lot of analysis going into Power Slap. Bisping he can be just as analytical as me, but he can do something that I can't. Like, he can sell things. And he can make you care about something. He can promote it. He gets wild and crazy, and he gets you very excited for something. I'm not the big crazy promoter, and I can't do both. I just have to stay in my lane and do what I do best. He's just better at that than I am.
It's time for today's top memes. Third place was posted by As Shopped As It Gets. Second place was posted by UFC Snippets.
There's a saying, I never make the same mistake twice. I make it 5 times just to be sure. So I made it 5 times and I was sure, and now I'm moving on.
The top pick was posted by Texter X. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.